models are donated by one from Samsung Heavy Industry. The other one is from STX. STX is, wow, no more. Okay. But we have no. And model test probably coming through the CRISO. CRISO is the research institute for developers. In this area, nearby there are 2 points. One is from CRISO. CRISO is a government research institute. The other one is from Samsung Heavy. They also have a point. He's from Samsung. He knows more than point temperature. All right, so today we will start the ship naval architecture textbook. First time. So I will cover the general arrangements, first part, and Sabgun and will cover the second part, and then Paul Axman will lead the discussion. Any questions still? Or other items? No. Move on to so this is the book, textbook. We have picture from the and the yellow book is a translation of them in Korean. So there is a chapter names. So today we are covering general arrangements. And design procedure will be coming next time performance. Or is outer shape of the ship. And stability. The one is static, the other one is dynamic stability. And resistance and power. The engine side. How would you fix the engine side while you are designing over it? And propulsion device, the propeller, and then machinery. So it is related to this. And the power strength, structural strength, and materials for construction, and arrangement pieces. So basic principles, illustrations, key drawings of ship design. There are 3 key drawings. One of them is general, we are covering today. And then why general arrangement is key drawing? Because it covers the cargo arrangement. You can imagine that this building, when you trying to design this building, you need to arrange rooms. At the first floor, there is an entrance hall, a wide open area, and there is a big auditorium something. This is subfloor, second floor, and toilet, and the corridor. So those arrangements we call as general. So for the cargo ship, cargo is the most important because it earns money. The revenue comes. And engine, you have to place the engine. And accommodation for people, the crew members. And then pilot house is the bridge because there is a captain is locating and they drive the ship. So pilot house is your story. And lines, so GA lines in this section, those are 3 main key drawings. Lines shows you the outer skin shape of the ship. And then that outline of the hull gives you a hydrostatic and hydrodynamic property of the ship. because ship is moving inside of water, and this displacement. Displacement is total weight of the ship. When you say like this one, I don't put in the water, and then may I push down this button or cup into the water, then I need to have a pressure down. So pressure is the force coming from the ship, no, the water, from the water. But how much is it? How much is it? This is how much is the we call displaced water. Displaced. Because I'm pushing down this one, some water is displaced. Right? The same amount of displaced water, they are response back to pushing my or cup. So the same amount of water that gives you the weight of the or force of this one. So we call this is a displacement. This can be a ship. If you are floating, small portion of them is submerged because of this pole weight. So that small amount of displaced water or submergence is same as the total weight of cup or ship. And also the displaced water, the same amount of displaced water. It's the weight of ship. So it is a force and response. So displacement is same as the weight measurement of the whole ship. And then speed and stability is related with lines. And the emissive section drawing is for the structural strength. This is a Lotte Jamsil Tower in the Seoul area. Probably this is the tallest building in Korea, South Korea. Yeah, the 18th century. If you are trying to design this building, similar to designing a ship, you may need to have an arrangement for rooms for each floor of 115 floors, and also some elevator tunnel, and also the pipelines should be located somewhere all over the world. And then lines, the shape is relatively simple, but it is not straight. A curved circle. You need to have a special design there. And then structural strength. Probably the most body is made of steel, I guess. Some of them is made of concrete. How do you calculate the strength? If you are trying to calculate the force coming from the wind and also weight of their building itself and people inside, and sometimes you should calculate the earthquake forces coming from earthquake. So those things are compared or considered to design your structure strength. How do you think the weakest point of this building in terms of structure? What is the in location wise, where is the weakest? Please. Something like we call this season. In fixed 180 fixed speed, it's like this building is standing up, but this looks like similar to this. In one and x, so that point should be the square. You need to calculate the how much steel plate or sectional modulus will be here. Okay, this is a container ship, general remote sample, drawing, real ship, 3,300 TEU. You know what is TEU now, right? What T means? What is the T? Good. 20. 20. 20 feet. The other one is FEU. What is it? It's different. Then you see that there's every section of the ship. But now every section of the ship, okay, is drawn here. And then this is side profile. And this is top view from the top. Right? Same top view, but it's a different elevation. Probably this is a tank top. Something like this way, this place here. Shows you the tanks under the body. We call this is the double bottom tanks, where the fuel walls are located. And what else? That shows you the container locations showing here. And then the particulars, the length and breadth and all key size of the ship. And then the who drew this drawing, and then who checked when, the date. This is a typical drawing for ship design, used for shipbuilding company. And this is a lines drawing. So this is something like a map. See that the curved shape of the ship can be described in this. So see that here is, you see the AT and there is an F. AT is an F-topic tank or perpendicular, F-perpendicular, and O perpendicular. This is a coordinate original surface. And then between them, you need to have a 20 divisions, equal division. So each one is a section number. So you see that there is a AP, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 14, 15, 19, and active. So each sectional shape is drawn here. Also, there is a water line. Is water line. The cutting plan. From the bottom is a one water line, two water line, three water line, 6, 8, or 6, 4, 8 water line. So in old days, you need to use this drawing to build. You need to build the ship within this. So it's not easy to configure the shape of the three-dimensional curved surface. Nowadays, computer graphics is developing. No need to worry more about this. And airway length. The length between perpendicular. This is AP and FP. We call this is the length between perpendicular. This is overall and breadth, depth, and displacement. Displacement is given here as a volume. For volume, you can also calculate the weight. So total displaced water volume by up to depth of the ship. This is a mid-section drawing. You see that there is a structural layout of steel plate, and you may see that there is a welding lines here. So you can expect that there are many weldings are going on to build this ship. So midship is in middle of the ship, the section. Principles of GA is the room or location. But there is always conflict. Engine location of a small power yacht, not ship. But power yacht means there's an engine, the size is small, then where is the engine can be located? For the engine wise, leadership is good for it. But for the crew members or owner, they want to stay in the middle because the rolling or heeling, moving is smaller in the middle of the ship. So that's okay, the position of foundation or in all the design, even in say hair designer, you will not have a same answer. So that many experience and creativity is required. From the entrance, you see this chip of this irrecoverability, right? And this is primary functions. What's govern the design? What is the primary function of the ship? For the fishing boat, fishing is the primary function. Cargo ship, yacht, or battleship, each has their own primary function. So that the design, especially the general arrangement, primary function is the most important. So for fishing vessel, fishing catching equipment is the location is it. Cargo ship, cargo handling is it. So how the cargo move on and off the ship, through what opening, say there is a roller ship ramp or cargo location is the those things we. So this is a car carrier, we call this is a PCTC, fuel car and truck carrier. There are so many new cars inside to export this car to other countries. Then there's a lamp, this is lamp, stop lamp, and there's also side lamp. Using this lamp, you may load these cars. Mobile harbor, I already shown you several times of 250 TU over our A1 container cranes. This is a simple general arrangement. And then there's also principles saying inside out, the interior arrangement before exterior appearance. Because for the cargo ship or battleship, especially cargo ships, the internal arrangement is more for buildings. The rocket tower probably exterior can be more important than inboard profile. So inside out is yes for cargo ship, but yacht or passenger ship, The outer exterior appearances can be void. Maybe, do you know what is stealth ship? Stealth ship, do you know about what is stealth?
Yes. No. No, it means.
Yes. No.
It's a silent ship that cannot be detected
Cannot be detected by
by other people.
clearly the radar. Because battlefield, they use radar to catch out the other enemy ship. Using, say, airplane or radar ship. Stealth ship or stealth airplane too. They have a very small apparent radar detection. By using a special shape, the radar array or light electromagnetic wave is dispersed at the surface of the ship or airplane. So that the reflection is very small, so that it's not easy to detect. That we call this as comparison service, bad weather, high wave, rainfalling, rolling pitching, or disturbance. Can you stay on the board, especially in submarine something? Okay, there's one detail. Let's see.
If you have an hour this week, you can learn 100 songs on the piano by learning just 4 chords. These.
Sound. This is a three-dimensional CAD system. You can see the arrangement by moving down to the pass through the 3D model. So this looks like an engine room above. The pipelines is shown, and then funnels and devices into the lower down. There's the and then going up again. This is arrangement. The whole ship looks like this is not Navy ship. It's not Navy ship. But there's no battle armament. Some kind of things. Anyway, you can see that there are so many pipes and complications of devices. Looks like a cable laying this here or fishing wood. Alright. Here comes the engine devices. There are 2 engines here, and the duct is coming out. This one. Slide. So this is a dry bulk cargo carrier. So if you have experience on ship designing, if you see the ship profile like this one, you can find out what type of ship it is. But as you are not familiar with this, So this is a bulk cargo for this grain, sugar, aluminum powder, flour, and polymer pellets. All things are stored and poured down into the ship. Of course, this is a dry bulk cargo carrier. There is an opening here, and then pouring those grains in this side, so that it looks like this. So the cover is sliding down to the sideway. There's a big opening coming. We can pour those grains inside. Once again, the conflicting items are parts. The noisy item from the cabin, liner from the disco bar, it looks like the conflict item. The structural items is the layout. Say theater, there's a central pillar, it is not good. And also you need to consider the small clearance space for the repairing. Say something like a piston is a long, so that you need to have a room for getting out the piston up, and tubes out of the heating exchanger, a wrench, and screwdriver. This is a cruise ship of theater. See that there is some kind of pillars in the between, but in middle there are no. Oh, it's also. So for the structural design, you may have a difficulty to, because this is an open big space, structurally unstable. And this is a bulk cargo, but it has a self-unloading system. There's a conveyor belt on the body inside the ship, and conveyor belt is on. So when loading those bulk cargos, the grains into the ship, at the port there is a device to pouring down. But unloading is not easy. Grains are inside the ship, graveling or something, or shoot piping, but this one is good for high speed unloading on bulk cargos. This one is oil tanker, big oil tanker. So there's no opening, only they have pipelines and valves and pumps are inside. So only pipeline is shown on the top. And this is a picture coming from some showing the Arctic shuttle tanker. Have a bow. The front part of the ship is very strange because they want to ride above the ice and then hitting down to break the ice of say 1 meter thickness of ice by using pushing, going up, and then the weight of the ship can make the ice break. They are trying to Murmansk or something like that. So area for this. Because those trays of the ship is floating again, right? We need to have a braking device. Is going on. All right, that's it for me.
I have a question.
Go on. All right.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
So for slide 16, yes, this slide, it says that on 12, void space. What is
Sorry?
void space means?
What the word? Oh, train. Okay. Then there is a 12 here. Only one. So this one is saying required to give ship proper trim. Trim means the trim is looks like this. Ship is somehow in the way or something, or because of say people living quarter as a hotel facility, they have a many shower or eating, so the water is empty, water tank is empty, so that the ship may have small trim, angular change because of the change of fuel tank and fresh water tank or other things are moving. In that case, they use this point tank to filling ocean water small amount to make the ship is even pressure. Only depending on the weather and wave condition, the captain intentionally have another side of trimming back or trimming or gives you better sea keeping condition. So we call this is a ballast trim. Ballast. Void space, ballast. Ballasting is using ocean water to make the ship positioning or angling or even or on purpose. Yes. No, we can move on to, or we can have a, so we don't have enough time, so we can keep continue. Right.
Hello, my name is Sopna, and today's lecture is about arrangements. So, based on the contents of the course book, we will be discussing general arrangement chapter. So, in general arrangement chapter, I'm going to present a sample illustration. The ocean is home to numerous types of ships. From the various types, I would like to introduce the ships listed here, and you can observe the side view of each ship in the right figure. Each vessel serves a different purpose, so let's discuss them one by one. First, let's begin with the bulk carrier. This type of merchant ship is specifically designed to transport unpackaged bulk cargo, such as grain, coal, steel coils, and cement. While it may appear thin from the side view in this figure, in this side view, in reality, there is a much larger proportion in underworld. So these are two examples of bulk cargo, cement and coal, that are transported by a bulk carrier. Next, the container ship is a cargo ship that carries all of its load in containers. You can see an example of the container ship in this picture. This particular container ship measures the length is 294.1 meter and width is 32.2 meter and its depth is 13.52 meter. So totally in this information, there are 4,083 containers on board. Here's another example of container ship. This is larger than the previous one. This illustration is an either sketch created using the computer graphics, and it also features a special function, double skin fuel tank, and it is designed to prevent oil leakage accidents. Here is the video, but we already watched this video in the previous lecture, so I will skip this video. Next, The cruise ships are large passenger ships primarily used for vacationing. They offer numerous facilities such as restaurants, theaters, and sports centers for leisure activities. Additionally, there are many famous cruise routes are currently in operation, like this Caribbean, Alaska, and Mediterranean. This picture shows a general arrangement drawing of a cruise ship, revealing its multiple floors and spaces. In a cruise ship, the placement of space such as public areas and crew accommodations is carefully planned for passengers' comfort. Here's the video about how cruise ships work, and let's see the video.
This is the Symphony of the Seas, an 1,188 feet long, 8,880 person, 18 deck, 7 neighborhood beast of a cruise ship that makes the Titanic look like a kayak. It cost $1.4 billion, but cruise ships only last about 25 years. 25 years of constant cleaning and maintenance, plus an enormous amount of food, fuel, fees, and employees. A bit more fun. So making profit, and quite a bit of it, means optimizing everything, from a ship's flag to its precise schedule. Like airlines, the business of cruising is one of low margins at or not a lot of money, sometimes even at a loss. The average ticket sells for $1,293, but costs the company even more in food, fuel, wages, marketing, and lots more. If everyone left their wallet at home, these cruise lines would go out of business. But the average person spends $429 on board. They're the perfect captive audience. When your only choices are Pepsi or seawater, they can pretty much guarantee your purchase. Casinos, spas, shopping, and drinks are key to making profit, and why you can't bring your own. And since everyone walks from cabin to dining room at least once a day, that's where they place lounges, bars, and casinos. There's no avoiding them. Premium lines are just the opposite. They make most of their money up front. The no screaming kids on board tax means they can spend more time in ports. And luxury ships may only hold a few hundred passengers, but each pays more than enough to make up the difference. All three categories serve very different markets, so a good company catches them all, which is why so many brands are owned by just two mega corporations. Carnival owns Holland America, Princess, P&O, and Costa, even an airline at one point. And Royal Caribbean owns Celebrity and Azamara. This way, something like Costa Concordia doesn't damage the rest of the company's reputation. When a ship reaches the end of its life, they can just hand it down to one of their other brands with lower standards. And a cruise ship is a vacation machine, but it can never take a vacation. November to April is when cold Americans escape to the Caribbean, but keeping that many ships there all year round would be extremely costly. So is moving around empty ships from one region to another. So they don't. When Caribbean ships switch to Europe in April, they sell repositioning tickets, a one-way 2-week cruise from Florida to, say, Amsterdam. This way the ship is always making money, and when one cruise ends, the next begins. Turnaround day is a miracle of coordination. In less than half a day, 6,000 people exit the ship, and a hotel, restaurant, theater, laundromat, and theme park clean and reset as if nothing ever happened. When the ship arrives back at port early in the morning, the clock starts ticking. While passengers sleep, all their luggage must be carried ashore. Meanwhile, trash is dumped, crew members switched, fuel pumped, and a Costco of food and supplies loaded onto the ship. 70,000 eggs, 3,000 gallons of soda, and 15,000 pounds of potatoes. By 10:30, passengers are gone, and hundreds of house housekeepers rush to clean all 3,000 rooms. Then paperwork needs filed, maintenance performed, towel animals folded, and lunch cooked by Mr. Fieri, all before new passengers arrive at 1. By 5 o'clock, the ship is on its way, whether you're on it or not, because the sooner it reaches international waters, the sooner the casino can start making bank. Gambling is already very profitable, but especially when it's unregulated, so don't go overboard. Ocean water is pumped in, desalinated, and sent to rooms, which, because surface area is so limited, are mostly interiors. But the real moneymakers are suites and balconies, so profitable that some ships have fake windows with virtual views, and the least desirable lower decks are reserved for the crew. There's one for every 2 passengers, but you'll never see them off duty. They work long hours for
Watch this video from here. Next, the Panama Canal is an artificial 82-kilometer waterway in Panama that links the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. Many of the ships we discussed earlier pass through the Panama Canal, but there are some limitations like this. The maximum land beam draft and air draft are like this, so there are some limitations. So too big ships cannot pass through this canal. We have another YouTube video about Panama Canal expansion, so let's see this video.
지금 새로운 백신 접종을 서두르세요.
Panama Canal celebrates 100th anniversary. The expansion of the Panama Canal, aimed to be completed by June 2015, will open up the 81-kilometer channel to even bigger vessels. The canal currently uses locks to raise ships 26 meters above sea level. Water from the artificial lake enters by gravity into locks and causes ships to rise. The ships then travel through the artificial lakes and channels until they reach the locks to the sea on the other side. 2 new sets of locks are being constructed to supplement the already existing locks at the Atlantic and Pacific entrances of the channel. The new locks will be larger but use less water than the existing ones. Nearby basins will recycle the water from the locks as they are emptied and use the water to partially fill the locks when another ship passes through. Water from the canal's lakes will also be used to fill the locks. The new locks will be able to handle ships that are longer, taller, and wider. Per ship cargo capacity will nearly triple, from the current roughly 4,500 standard container limit to roughly 12,000 standard containers. These changes will make the Panama Canal more competitive with the alternative Suez Canal route, which currently accommodates much larger ships.
Next, our research ship is specifically designed, modified or equipped to conduct research in the ocean. So these ships can perform various research activities such as sampling seawater and marine life or measuring oceanic weather conditions. And its polarization ship is quite similar to a research ship. For instance, they are utilized for exploring oil and gas reservoirs like this ship shown in this picture. This picture shows the general arrangement during oceanography research with various equipment placements. Arrangement is carefully planned to ensure proper equipment operation. This video is about modern research ship for ocean science, so let's watch this video.
% of the Earth is covered by the ocean, and and the ocean interacts with the atmosphere and the land. Those interactions control the world we live in.
Some of the most important questions facing society includes climate change, the future of food supply, sea level rise, geohazards such as earthquakes and volcanism along coastlines. It's very important to understand the basic scientific underpinnings of all these different processes.
Being able to go out to the ocean and make observations is the most critical component of oceanography. And it's going to rely on new vessels with new capabilities to use the ship efficiently and gain the maximum benefit for the most people.
When we were approached by Oregon State, one of their key objectives was to make this as green a ship as possible. We've gone to great lengths to incorporate the latest technologies into the ship to keep it as environmentally friendly as we can.
We've decided to use variable speed alternators to make electricity. We've also used LED lighting wherever possible. We're using waste heat, so the heat from the engines, we'll use that to heat domestic water and to actually make potable water for the ship.
The design of the ship is very, very important to the efficiency of the ship. And so we went to great lengths to make this as low resistance hull as we could, in keeping with the desires of the scientists to have bubble sweep down minimized for the performance of their instrumentation.
Part of the design has been to incorporate a U-tube anti-roll tank. And so that means the vessel can operate in more challenging environments, and a lot of our coastal environments do see some pretty severe weather conditions, and we like to be able to investigate ocean processes under all conditions, not just on a sunny day.
We've got a double articulating A-frame, which will allow the vessel to pick up pretty large packages. The launch and recovery system will be designed so that it can put the CTD almost down to water level. They have a centerboard where they can change out some of their transducers. They also have a pretty extensive transducer array. There's always, for this project, been a drive to collect as much data as possible and as continuously as possible.
Data Presence is providing real-time data to enable virtual participation to researchers and stakeholders on the shore. So we've got a team assembled that are developing the technologies to enable this. And in terms of moving forward in the 21st century, that's very exciting. And that's where we need to be. The layout was designed to balance people's habitable enjoyment versus the practical requirements of why they're at sea. And every detail on these ships has been scrutinized against the practicality of being underway, doing science at sea. So we put a lot of thought into creature comforts and habitability issues, making sure that they ride well, making them places that people want to be.
I really am passionate about what it is to be on a research vessel. It's a really special opportunity for a scientist, not only to do your science, but to be in a community at sea. I would hate to lose that.
If we're really going to understand and answer questions about our future.
Okay. And a video about electricity ship. Next, a drilling ship is specifically designed for exploratory offshore drilling of new oil and gas wells or for scientific drilling purpose. Dynamic positioning is crucial to maintaining the drilling position to prevent high breakage. So here is another one video that shows overview on deep water drilling. So let's watch this video shortly.
뻥이는 뉴퍼실 디스크 툭 던지면 디스크 얼룩을 말끔하게, 디스크 컬러를 선명하게, 디스크 상쾌함의 섬유 케어까지 모든 세탁 고민 완벽하게 싹! 뉴퍼실 디스크.
How does the deep-sea drilling vessel Chikyu drill into the seafloor? When the vessel arrives at the drilling site, it receives a satellite signal that helps the vessel move into the exact position required. The vessel has 6 propellers that rotate a full 360 degrees and keep the vessel in one position, preventing it from drifting due to the wind, waves, or sea current. First, the conductor pipe is installed. As the drill pipes are connected, the conductor pipe and guide are run down to the seafloor. After the conductor pipe penetrates the seafloor, the drill pipe is released and pulled back to the vessel. A large drill bit connected to the bottom of the drill pipe is run down to the seafloor. The drill bit is led down to the bottom of the hole through the conductor pipe. The drill bit rotates and drills the sediment and rock below the seabed. Seawater is sprayed from nozzles on the drill bit to raise the cuttings to the seafloor. After drilling several hundred meters, the drill bit is pulled back to the vessel. A casing pipe, about 50 centimeters in diameter, is set into the drilled hole to keep it from collapsing. The casing pipe is run down through the conductor pipe and is inserted into the hole using the drill pipe. Cement is pumped into the space between the hole and the casing pipe to fix the pipe in place. After cementing, the drill pipe is released and pulled back to the vessel. The Chikyu is equipped with the riser system in order to drill into the earth even deeper. As the riser pipes are added one after another, the blowout preventer is run down to the seafloor. The blowout preventer is connected to a wellhead which is located on top of the casing pipe. The vessel is now connected to the seafloor via the riser pipe. A drill bit, smaller than the one first used, is run down through the riser pipe and casing pipe. The drilling begins. Once the riser pipe has been connected, drilling mud is used instead of seawater. When the target depth is reached, the drill bit is pulled back to the vessel.
This is an overview of water drilling. Next is FPSO. We already run this. FPSO unit is floating vessel used by the offshore oil and gas industry for production and processing of hydrocarbons and for the storage of oil. FSRU is floating storage regasification unit and is similar to land-based LNG storage facility. FSRU is similar to the FPSO unit, but FSRU is more focusing on gas. So this is last. Yacht is a sailing or power vessel used for pleasure or cruising or racing. There are 2 types of yachts. A sailing yacht is that use the wind, and a motor yacht that relies on the engine. This picture displays the general arrangement drawings of yachts. Let's see the video shortly about the sailing yachts. is interior of the so this so this is the last page of my presentation. So thank you for your attention. Log out? Yes. How can I log out? Yeah. About this. Yeah. Maybe better to send the file to Kakao. Yeah, I don't have it in my laptop. Sorry. So this is sorry. Oh, that you are good. No, your floor at your circle. No, okay. Yeah, thank you. So, moving water. Rolling. You don't have section. Cancel. Cancel again. Yeah, you're now local. The first way of moving. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. The lower down. But it's coming. Next foot. This is something. Oops, sorry. Devices. From today. Hello everybody, we're going to have a discussion session today about the general ranking of ships. And I hope you will all participate. Let's start with some easy questions. So what types of ships do you know? We heard some today.
So we have yachts.
Sorry?
Yachts.
Yachts. Yeah.
Yacht.
Cruise ship.
Cruise ship, very good.
Cargo.
Already, you have this. What did you say? Battleship, yeah, very good.
Research cheap.
Very good, yeah. Right. I guess there are many more. I have a few prepared. For example, fishing boat, sailboat, also different types of military ships as well. So basically, there are a lot of types of different ships. And okay, this is also easy just to get started. Can you maybe assign the ships? Oh, a few pictures. Yes.
So it's a container ship, bulk carrier.
Which one?
The top one, right one. Then we have FPSO and cruise ship.
Very nice. Oh. Yeah. Exactly. So what does this mean? You could do this so easily just by looking at the pictures. You knew what type of ship it is. So it means depending on what type of ship it is, the ships look different. So they are made for a specific cause. So let's think about it a little bit. What are the requirements actually for each type of ship that have to be considered in the general arrangement? So, example for a container ship. Yes.
You have to have an important ability to transport a lot of container. So a lot of space.
Space, yeah.
And an important payload.
Sorry?
And a huge payload. Payload.
Ah. Very good. Yeah.
It has to be easy to load and unload.
Very good. What else?
Maybe improved stability.
Improved stability, yeah. And also go for the other. Oh, what were you saying? Sure, yeah. So the width should be narrow. Yeah.
I think it takes time, so it needs time to ship.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Save time.
No, it takes time, I guess, because it usually container ship takes time to ship.
So you say it should be fast, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Very good. Maybe now think of the other types of ships. Are there any different requirements than here, for example, like a cruise ship? What do you have to consider there?
A good comfort for all of the passengers.
Comfort, yeah, very important. What else? Yeah.
How many activities during the
Entertainment. Yes.
Accommodation. A lot of people.
Accommodation, yeah.
I think it needs like more fuel to use it for electricities.
Yeah.
And then being too big to be able to go to a lot of ports and touristic places.
Able to get in ports.
For the bulk area,
Yeah, or not?
the bulk pulp. As for the container ship, it has to be easy to load and unload.
어떻게 해요? 그 large empty space in the ship and or mechanism for already.
So large capacity also.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I might be wrong, but on top of large capacity, when the bulk carrier doesn't ship anything, they need to put something inside. So I think like they need to also load like water inside. So like exactly same amount of water is required when nothing is shipped.
Something like that. Seems good, yeah.
Allowing big fuel tanks to be autonomous and not have to make too many stuff.
Big fuel tanks. Let's find some more for the FPSO now. Yes, we can also take a few things for the other container ships because these are similar, but maybe maybe think about what else is different here. Yeah.
Space for pipeline.
Pipeline, yeah, exactly.
So there is some barrier to breathing oil leakage.
Very good, yeah.
Well, it needs to be anchored to the ground.
Anchored, yeah. All right, then let's move on. I think we got a good large amount of requirements. So what we can say is, as I said before, the architecture and design of a ship must align with these requirements that we just discovered. So each ship has to have different arrangement. Let's take one example. We have seen this before. This is the general arrangement of a dry bulk carrier, cargo carrier. And maybe just, I hope you can see the numbers. Just assign the arrangements to the numbers. With any ideas? Yeah. Very good.
6 is for deep tanks for fuel and water. There's just one. No, excuse me. It's the double tanks for fuel sources.
Okay, so the double bottom is 6.
Nine for steering gear.
9 for steering. Yeah.
The last one, cargo hold is 1.
Yes. Yes, that's indeed.
I guess that 3 is for machinery space.
Very good, yeah.
2 is for large hatch covers.
Yes. Yes. Next to navigating friction X, where do you think that is? Yes, yes. So I guess because we are kind of running out of time, I'll just maybe show the solution. Yes, so we got the organizations here as well, and we got this side was the still in line, this alpha peak, so here's the 4 peak. Yeah. So as you can see, it's important to think about this, where should what go, and why exactly is it? So do you have any ideas for how you can improve the operation performance? We were talking about the requirements. How does the general arrangement affect these impacts the operation efficiency, I guess? Can you give a few examples of what I mean? For example, if you have a cruise ship where cars go on or something, so the cars obviously should be able to drive from the shore onto the cruise ship, so the opening has to be on the side. This is something I mean.
Well, maybe depending on the speed and weight of the desired ship, we have a certain hull design.
Hull design?
The shape of the equipment. This design of the deck also is really important. For example, the deck of a craft carrier will be say different for cruise ship.
Very good example, yeah. So aircraft. Yes. For instance, where would you put the fuel tanks? Would you put it more in the top part of the ship or more in the bottom part, and why?
It would be more on the bottom for stability.
Good, yeah.
The ship we are doing going to put all of the emission on deck or close to the surface, going to hide them inside.
Was close on deck?
Not on the deck.
Not on the deck.
We should have accommodations far from the machinery to avoid noise and.
Very good example. One more example, anyone? Right, I guess we're fine. Maybe one last question, because we saw earlier this great video of the 3D model of a ship. So with all this new technology that we have, how do you think this impacts the development of ships and the general arrangement?
Maybe in the future we'll be thinking about totally unmanned ship or cargo ship or bulk ship.
Unmanned ships?
Yeah.
Maybe artificial intelligence would help for optimize load and unload. Yes, very good. Even with simulation models.
Maybe also modification of the general arrangement of the ship to allow more space for computer room. Yeah.
Alternative fuel sources requiring less storage for fuel.
Very good. Yeah.
Mhm. I think they can make this is not ship, but they can make some sort of like fish kind of like shaped robots to like track those animals, habitats, and keep them safe.
Stand. Repeat what you meant. I didn't quite get there. Right. Yes. All right. I think it was good. Thank you for your participation.
Right. Good discussions. All right, see you on the next day. And yeah, classroom.
With this good intro to this meeting. Should you send? Okay.